Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to gain from night to first light. And today we are continuing the finality mission for Honkai Star Rail. And we are just 4 days away from the release of Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflections, and just a few hours shy of 18 days until the Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. And we are just under 30 days until Genshin Impact version Luna 6 maintenance. What is expected to be Luna 6 and what is estimated to be the maintenance time. Because it is usually around this time of year where those maintenance times get a little screwy for one reason or another. So, without further ado, we are actually just going to jump straight in. No long tangent, no rants. We're just going to get back into where we left off. No. Okay. Yes, continue where the challenge left off. Alright.
Not another one. Thank you so much, Black Swan.
Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I understand you must be confused, and we'll do our best to shed light on the situation. However, before that, it's essential to know that this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place reserved only for those who have awakened from Enna's dream.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective will of over 100,000 Oak family members, and the desires of everyone in Penacony to usurp the harmony and restore the order.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put everyone into a deep sleep. Quite the contrary. They used the Stellaron to catalyze the leakage of Asdana's Memoria into the material world, allowing the dreamscape to blend with reality. People think they are awake, but their spirits have long since stepped into the Temple of Order.
This is what makes Enna's dream so powerful. In this paradise governed by the Order, everyone indulges in their delightful dreams and lives happily ever after. I believe what you experienced in the sweet dream, except for that flaw, was real. Only in this way could you reach the destination, lifting the crisis in Penacony and embarking on your next trailblazing expedition. If it wasn't for Acheron's plan, we might have been trapped in this dream forever. Well, I'm not as fortunate as she is. Even if I'm a memo keeper, I was still influenced by the power of the Order and fell into hallucinations. However, thanks to your memories, now we still have a chance to turn the tide.
We still have a chance, though. To make it happen, please, Black Swan, guide us to those with a strong will. The truth of the dreamscape runs deeper. We must notify anyone willing to wake up, so we can end the long night together.
All right, please come with me.
Stay calm. I bet that even if I don't resist, you'd still... Time to get down to business, cowboy. Huh. You okay? Me too. Quite the fateful encounter we have here, friend. Seems you're also a light sleeper. I'll send you some of the IPC's sleep aids one of these days.
Unfortunately, we need to stay awake right now rather than sleep. We're still nowhere near capable of breaking free from Enna's dream. Let me break the bad news first. The enemy we're up against isn't just Sunday anymore, nor is it the harmonious choir that he's usurped. The Dream Master has awakened the swarm disaster within the sweet dream, and cast shadows into the hearts of all dreamers through Enna's dream. The primal fear taking root in people's hearts had led them to call out to the Order for protection. The path of order is gradually being restored, and this has transformed Sunday into Enna.
Specifically, he's just one step away from becoming an Eon. The IPC starships converged here at an opportune moment, and the power of the preservation seeped into the sweet dream to prevent him from completely ascending. However, that is only temporary.
With the IPC around, the cosmos doesn't need a second order.
But it doesn't make much of a difference for us. Sunday's true form has broken free from the dreamscape, becoming as vast as an Eon. The Astana system is no more than a plaything in the palm of his hand.
Indeed. Forget about stopping him. We can't even manage to face him again.
The key still lies in Enna's dream. Fear and sweet dreams. He relies on these two lies to gather the dreamers' shared wishes. He's still just a false god who barely managed to ascend. If we can wake people up and break Enna's dream, Sunday's divinity will fall with it. But the current sweet dream is extremely complex. Miss Black Swan, could you please explain the rest of it? My memory isn't the best, after all.
Time is of the essence, so I'll cut to the chase. There are 3 layers to the dreamscape trapping us. First, there's Enna's dream controlled by Sunday. It wove a beautiful illusion for every dreamer, making them flounder in it. Second, there's the primordial dreamscape, which includes Dreamflux Reef. The swarm disaster is manifesting again in the Oak Dream within this layer, and is continuously empowering the Order through an endless stream of fear. Third, there's the 12 hours established by the family. This layer was the first to merge with reality, and is itself an enormous trap. Forget about winning. We need to cross all 3 layers of the dreamscape before we can even face Sunday again. Unfortunately, we're still in the first layer, which is Enna's dream. Although we've regained our sense of self, we're still dreaming. We've only managed to connect our individual dreamscapes, but have not escaped. To destroy it, we must make everyone in Penacony want to wake up from their dreams. Humans yearning for sweet illusions borders on obsession, leading them to subconsciously resist the harsh reality. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where he was completely unguarded, guiding him to uncover the truth himself to make him regain his consciousness. However, to wake up everyone in Penacony and get them to share the same determination, that would be nearly impossible.
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is the first step of our plan. With the assistance from the Garden of Recollection, those who possess a strong will, like you, will gradually awaken from the dream. These free wills are the discord that will sway Anna's dream.
However, awakening a mere handful of individuals is insignificant compared to the vast number of people immersed in the dream. We must find other ways to awaken the free will of millions of people within a short period of time. Looks like the Jade Kiss of Allying Oath will be the only solution.
No. No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Cienjo Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? That's easy. Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers. Do you know what it is, Acheron?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger, and that it can only fulfill its purpose when returned to its rightful owner. Because it's a burial artifact, worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its light illuminates the universe, it means the fall of a hero, and in the direction it falls, countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are Galaxy Rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared purpose, without questioning the cause or counting the cost, because we abide by a bottom line. The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night, and with them comes the dawn. We've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors, and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark.
This should be enough to delay his ascension to godhood. As for the foundation of Anna's dream, it would take an immense power to shake it in an instant.
I think that shouldn't be too hard.
So, you're the key in the end, I assume? Even if it is just a counterfeit god, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Perhaps it's not about being an emanator. This is a different collective wish. I will do everything in my power to strike down that evil god for you all.
What about the other two Dreamscape layers?
There's nothing we can do about them. They are even more dangerous. Unlike our current gathering, the dissipation of Anna's dream will take time, which will draw Sunday's attention.
Exactly. Once we enter the next layer of the Dreamscape, we'll be facing an eon's strength head on. But by then, we'll have played all our cards. It's too late. Unless another eon intervenes, but that would be tantamount to igniting a cosmic war among gods. The Order is one of Xipe's aspects, yet the Harmony stands idle at this moment as Enna is being reborn, without any further intervention. There must be some deeper reason behind this. Enna's dream is no ordinary matter. Even with Constance and me giving it our all, we could only reach the few of you here. It's impossible to find more help.
But time is of the essence. We must take our fate into our own hands.
In other words, those who only want to survive by playing it safe will die. All those who dare to face death head-on will live. I like that.
Just these few people? Oh well, that'll do. It's not just Penacony. The entire Asdana system is done for.
A Stellaron hunter?
She was at the edge of the Asdana system, but she still got dragged into this mess. Just finding her nearly wiped me out.
Quite a bold investment strategy. Tell me, with such a huge risk, what kind of payoff are we talking about?
The other 2 layers of the dreamscape will be handled by the Stellaron hunters. One of our associates is searching in the 12 hours for the other person chosen by the Harmony.
Oh? Miss Robin?
She broke free from Enna's dream through her own strength, and left behind a song for those in slumber.
It's true that some people are born strong, and others are born weak. If the Trailblaze is the target of heroes, then the Harmony will guarantee that the strong help the weak. Only the people of Penacony themselves can be the saviors of their homeland. Their path of happiness should be forged by themselves. While I may not be a nameless, I'm willing to instill courage in all those who need it. This includes my brother as well. Anna's dream is too cruel for him and everyone else.
I see. So, we were able to wake up thanks to Miss Robin's help. But the flaws rooted in human nature can't be eradicated overnight. Do you believe that these efforts alone are enough to convince everyone to choose the right path?
I agree with you, Black Swan. That's why the most critical aspect of this plan is not to convince everyone to choose the right path, but to inspire them to save themselves.
They'll stir up something big to help break you free from the 12 hours. As for the primordial dreamscape, Sam is standing by, just waiting for you to break free from Enna's dream. Now, I'll tell you, but don't panic. She will die. She will die a second time, facing everything she wants to run away from. But her fate will be determined by you. She will help you break through the second layer of the dreamscape. Then, she'll fall into Enna's dream, which hasn't fully dissipated yet. If you defeat Sunday and wake her from that dream, then her second death, too, will become nothing but an illusion. But if you fail, the dreamscape will ultimately merge completely with reality, and her death will become a fact.
But that still doesn't solve the fundamental problem. What about Sunday? He could wipe out all our efforts with no more than a glance the moment we cross the 3 dreamscape layers.
Oh, Miss Memo Keeper. It's time for a game of recall. I once said something to you lot back in the Oak Dream. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through to the end. And now, it's time to reveal that ace. Let me point out 2 mistakes. One of them is yours. Having personally been to the heartland of the Dream Master's plans, wouldn't I have already found a way to inform the IPC? The fleet's deployment was never meant for a direct confrontation. It was to seed the preservation's heart into the dream. The other mistake was Sundays, and it was a fatal one. He should never have confiscated my cornerstone. He should have kicked me out right from the start. That's how every gamble with me goes. The moment you sat down at my table, you've already lost. A jade-colored light still sleeps deep within the dreamscape, and it does not require the presence of its owner to unleash its powers.
So what? Even the power of the 10 stone hearts can't rattle an existence already approaching eonhood.
That's why I said the cosmos no longer needs a second order. The Dream Master's plan is indeed flawless. However, when faced with the terror of the swarm disaster, how is calling for the preservation any different from calling for the order? The release of the Cornerstone's powers will absorb the Dreamer's desires and offer them the preservation's promise instead, guiding them to cry out these words. All for the Amber Lord.
Is this the IPC's real goal? To completely take back Penacony on a conceptual path level?
What, you think I'm also trampling over others' beliefs? Sorry, but that's exactly what the IPC believes in. Don't question your own ruthlessness. All that matters is profit. The new swarm disaster will end the same way as it ended before. The hammer strike will echo throughout Asdana, seizing the Order's powers on the level of paths to launch our counterattack, leaving Sunday powerless to interfere with your actions. But a new Amber Era will not arrive because of that. Today's hammer strike is not the wrath of an eon, but humanity's battle cry of defiance.
I'll hold my breath and listen for that moment.
Once our plan succeeds, we can strip Sunday of his godhood, but we'll be too trained to join the battle afterward. So...
take your time to prepare. Before you head out, may I have a moment alone with you? There's one more thing I need to explain to you.
It's you. I've been wanting to meet you. I'm curious, why does she value your existence so much?
Not now. This is not the time. I used to wonder about destiny, about where it's heading. But you can decide its destination, at least for today. The bigger the stage, the more you need to be composed when stepping onto it.
We've always been interested in the Stellaron Hunters. How about we have a chat after all this is over?
A chat? You're just after my bounty, aren't you? Stay in your lane.
No way I'm just after that. If you're worried about the bounty, how about I add another billion to that number?
Now that our roles are assigned, let's get to our battlefield and pose a grand finale.
Go. You already know what I want to say.
This grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the ultimate stage of our journey. Just as it marked the beginning of all the stories in Penacony. Are you ready? Very well. Now, please close your eyes. A glimmer of fireflies. A sigh of regret. It is because life dares to slumber that they can awaken.
Am I awake?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
My brother. Did you still bring the Order's sweet dream into our paradise?
Ow! You're still trying to play the family card at this hour? Your brother doesn't exist anymore. As of now, you'd better call them Anna. Impressive. You really woke up on your own.
Let me reiterate. If you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the Harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
Ow! Then I'll reiterate as well. I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin.
Why don't you just cut to the chase?
Time's short, so I'll condense the report. Oh, that even rhymed. I'm so talented. A nosy cremator left something on you. She wanted to use it to burn down the illusions you received from the sweet dream, allowing you to wake up from Anna's dream. But it looks like you don't need it anymore.
Then, how were you able to reach this place?
Well, a fool has thousands of faces. It's gonna take a lot to create a sweet dream that can satisfy me. Both you and I can still stay awake for just a little bit longer.
Just a little bit?
Honestly, I don't even need to find you. But I am just so kind. I've already killed you once to give you a chance to regain your home field advantage. You're the last festival host awake in Penacony. So, do you want to play a round of roulette? The wager will be the entire planet of festivities.
Stay where you are. What are you trying to do by showing up in front of me?
I want you to watch me blow up all of Penacony. Only then can everyone else launch a counterattack and wake up together. Think about it. Your brother is already a god beyond the heavens. You're not even gonna see him unless you rip open the sky. Ever heard of the trolley problem? Make your choice. Do you want everyone to go down together? Or to have Penacony make a small sacrifice?
Why should I trust the words of a masked fool?
Don't think that I'm just trolling you. My bombs are hidden all over Penacony. They took a really long time to set up, you know. Maybe I should blow up a few to demonstrate how they look. Let me see. Which ones should I choose?
Stop. What's gonna happen to the Dreamers once the bombs go off?
They will all die.
Then you know I'd never agree to it.
When it's time to make a sacrifice, reality won't be giving you any choices. Or do you want to replay the old joke about the Harmony treating everyone the same?
Life is never a joke, fool. There is no such thing as a lesser evil in this world. Evil just like morality, cannot be measured, nor can it be compared.
Isn't that still the Harmony's same old song and dance? But that suits me just fine. Didn't I already say this is a round of roulette and not an ammunition showcase? Get ready to sing. Be like a bird. If you can make Sheepei hear you, then they definitely won't allow me to blow everyone to pieces, right? What will you choose now? You can either watch as I blow the entire place up, or you can try to save their lives. Maybe this will be your last ever performance.
Last ever performance.
You feeling nervous? I know the feeling. You should feel nervous when going up on such a big stage for the first time.
I'm okay. I just remembered something, that's all. Miss Siobhan, why do you think birds fly?
Why are you asking that all of a sudden?
That was my response as well the first time I heard that question. It's what my brother asked me before I left Penacony. I keep finding myself thinking about it.
I don't know. I fly when it's time to fly, and I stop when I don't want to fly anymore. There's no reason.
It seems that your answer is really similar to mine. You've also asked me, why do I sing? I think I can answer both of these questions in one go. The answer wasn't what I initially had in mind. Originally, I wanted to sing because of something specific that I experienced. A Stellaron fell into my homeworld when I was young. Everything I knew was instantly destroyed. We didn't even get a chance to react to it. No matter what we did, it was too late. But for some reason, my mother chose to hum a song when she tried to comfort me and my brother.
I remember that story. Everyone thought that's why you decided to sing.
No. That experience only made me detest singing. I've believed for a long time that songs can't change anything when disasters strike. That music is the most useless thing in this world. I might be extraordinarily talented in singing, and I might feel super happy whenever I sing. But its futility had always made me depressed.
Then what changed?
I grew up, and I realized that my brother would sometimes hum the same tune as my mother did. And I thought maybe he missed her, but I was too embarrassed to point that out. I tried to comfort him instead. However, his answer to me made me realize what I should be singing for. Obviously, he didn't give me an answer directly, but it got me to think. Maybe some things don't need a reason or meaning at all. Go and do what must be done, fool. It's for the sake of Penacony's future. But I won't let anyone get hurt.
Oh, did you just have a flashback? Now I'm even more excited. Let me check one last time. If you were to die, how would you want people to remember your ending? Like a bird, she lived her life, graceful and composed. Now her beak parts slightly with a sigh, as soft as falling feathers. Like it?
Drop the sanctimonious mask. Singing only needs one thing, and that's sincerity. My brother. Birds born with wings need no reason to soar into the sky. And those forced to fall back to Earth don't need anyone's condescending sympathy. The sky and earth are each other's proof and aspiration. When a soaring bird looks down below, it discovers that even after falling, life still holds hope to continue. And when a fallen bird looks up to the sky, it discovers that the possibility of soaring once again still exists in this world. Perhaps they'll never truly understand each other. But what people need is an understanding. It's showing a little more compassion for the way others choose to live. And, when necessary, extending a helping hand. Even if you become the only star and prevent everyone from soaring into the sky, they will still be inspired by your radiance, flap their wings with all their might, regardless of whether they've been hurt in their fall. Thus, the Order's sweet dream will eventually fall. Oh, triple-faced God. If I manage to step onto the path of harmony, then please extend your hand and shelter those who believe in you. And if I am a bird destined to fall, doomed to never sing again, then while the sound of me hitting the ground may be my last note for the harmony, it will never be this world's swan song. In the name of the sweet dream, the Charmony Festival now begins!
Brother, do you miss home?
Even if I do, it's too late.
But you're singing the song Mom used to sing.
Because even if it's too late, we still have the choice to sing whatever we can.
Welcome to the horizon of existence. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging to the sleeping and shapeless. And it's also an exit out of the nihility for the awake ones. Let's bid our final farewells here. Remember your name. I'll be waiting for you at the end.
If only people could have each other beyond just memories. I want everything this world has to offer. Or perhaps, I want to find the one existence.
I hope that I'll see her again after I die. Then she'll know that I too am only human. And all human.
I hope everyone can always reunite with their family, enjoy home-cooked stew, and keep on laughing.
One day, those who live will all come to understand how they need to think to create their own happiness. May people embrace each other and offer their most sincere compliments to whoever they meet. Our hopes and dreams are in your hands now.
Please guide them to witness every sunrise that is yet to come.
Hey, I've read the script. Why are you asking me? As long as you're not afraid to fall asleep, you'll definitely wake up.
It's not the time to leave your final words yet.
Why does life slumber? We don't know the answer yet, but we're about to awaken from this dream. Or perhaps such is the answer itself. It's the people who first broke free from the sweet dream. The sleeping and shapeless caught a glimpse of their desires. It was because they held on to these desires that they could dream. It was because these desires were never fulfilled that they could wake up. I think that's not entirely true. I wish people could find happiness, but I've been tainted by too much nihilism. Sometimes I can't help but think that the nihility is a proud and terrifying dream. It's brought forth not by gain or loss, but by the severing of roads, or even the loss of desire itself. Fulfilling a wish can certainly make people feel the joy of being alive. But if no new wishes ever surfaced again in people's hearts, indeed, behind the shadow of the nihility, there must exist the most blazing source of light in the world. Just as every life that edges closer to death fervently approaches the end of the nihility, we must pursue that primordial light. Before you go, would you tell me your wish? I'm glad. The answer itself doesn't matter. What matters is that you've made a decision. Only a name remains. A person that I was, and now want to become. You're looking right at it. She is a hunter who treads upon the finality, destined to sacrifice her own wishes to defy destiny. But no matter which path you and she walk, death will always be the destined finale and the last reunion. Are you ready? She too was here not long ago. You can witness her resolve through this. Witness how that tiny spark of bug light broke free from the pull of the nihility.
Who were you in the past?
The scenery. Am I dead? Really dead?
Death is one step away from here. Step over this place, and you will truly embrace death. Or you can turn back. Tell me, who were you in the past?
The Moth's Iron Cavalry.
And who are you now?
A Stellaron hunter.
Then who will you become in the future?
Just an ordinary girl.
Well then, keep walking forward. Death would suit you better.
Never. I fought tooth and nail to get where I am today, and this isn't over yet. Even if everything burns to ashes, I won't give up.
You should know that's a wish that can never come true. You couldn't become an ordinary girl, even in the last sweet dream.
Why do you think that?
Entangled in the family's conspiracy, facing the mimetic entity's blades head-on, while challenging the resurrected swarm disaster alone, armed only with the script that can peer into the future. That's more than enough cards stacked against you. Do you really think that the time you spent with him proved anything? For an ordinary girl, simple happiness shouldn't just be a matter of chance.
But who's to say all of this isn't what an ordinary girl would do?
What?
Perhaps the Dream Master was right. All the past we've left behind has already determined our future. All my experiences so far will still make me choose to step into danger when I face it in the future. But you misunderstood my answer. I guess it's my fault too. Always talking about wanting a normal life, as if the past that shaped me is some heavy burden weighing me down. Being a Glamoth's Iron Cavalry and having entropy loss syndrome are more than just scars. They are a past that taught me to cherish, urged me to seek, and showed me how to love. All the things you listed are quite extraordinary indeed, but I believe any ordinary girl would make the same choice I did. When faced with everything I have faced. In the darkest moments, ordinary people never need to feel small. After all, they always discover that they've already become something noble and bright. Indeed, I can't change the outcome or even the process. But I can decide how to view my destiny.
This is just an even deeper form of self-deception, compared to actually changing the outcome.
Free will is mere self-deception for most people anyway. But as long as I'm not asking others to do the same, there's no shame in it for me. Everyone has their own answers as to why life slumbers.
Some will never find their answer.
But no one can take away their chance to keep looking for the answer. I won't give up, nor will I blame those who do. All I need to do is return their right to make that choice, and return that right to myself as well. So, I will leave this place together with you. Even if embracing my former strength means speeding towards my death. The name I gave myself is Firefly. I used to think I was similar to a firefly, just a fleeting glimmer of light. But later, I realized no one would give themselves an unlucky name. It was also because I thought fireflies were beautiful. Later, someone told me that my eyes don't actually work very well. Otherwise, I would have figured out that those insects aren't beautiful at all.
Beauty, love, all our feelings stem from the flaws we were born with. And that's what makes each of us unique. Yet, I can't help but love these little things. Even though I'm sensitive to cold and can't stand the night wind, I still go stargazing. Even though baking cakes is really troublesome, I'll still keep trying. Because I love giving them to people who matter to me and seeing those people smile. I love going around looking for cute dresses, not to show off to others, but because it makes me feel good. So, I won't mind any flaws anymore. I won't fear any new scars. I'll give it my all to find what I love, and I won't let destiny take them away. So... Moths don't fly to flames because they yearn for light. It's about going through the flames, igniting yourself and burning with the most intense light. My destiny won't fall into darkness. I will light up everything around me. As long as the clock keeps ticking, death comes for us all eventually. And life has its time, too. If my world always ends up being burned to ashes, then let it burn! As long as I can keep burning, then wherever I am will be flames, not ashes.
Order. Dismember.
Actually, I used to envy you. You wouldn't feel pain, even though you were born to bring disaster. But you should be envious of me now. I'm unwilling to face death, nor do I want to keep fighting. But when faced with destiny, I will never run away! My dreams were always of scorched earth, where even a single new bud could never bloom. But I will still burn, and keep on burning, until new life rises from the ashes! If you are the Dream Master's answer, then listen to my reply in his stead. People hold on
games
to
begin.
hope not because they have never faced inevitable death. It's precisely because we are destined to die that we hold on to the hope of wanting to change something. Root here.
Look, with this divine power, I reforge all things. Sword, insanity. Order, replicate.
As you wish. Embrace a new life.
Embracing fate is also a form of resistance. This time.
I shall embrace death!
To live is to imagine a future version of yourself. But fate is never fair. The choices people make are almost completely dictated by their past. No matter how much they try to move forward, there's no guarantee they'll see the future they've imagined. It's the same for every path. The nihility already exists, whether you admit it or not. And nothing can ever completely escape from nihility. Most paths make people believe that this world is good. That as long as you are willing to believe, you would gain power because of your belief. But that does not apply to the nihility. The nihility is absurd and vast, capturing those who were unwilling to blindly believe, yet are powerless to fight back. It has nothing to do with good. Be it willing or blind, the way people obtain strength from faith should come from within, not from being forced to bow their heads. This will be a tough journey. Are you still willing to return to the starting point once again? In this way, you will reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. May death yet end her last dream. May you guide people back to the waking world. In the coming long nights, I'm afraid we will face many setbacks and witness many tragedies.
I come to greet, I come to whine, I come to claim. I grant poison for nectar, sow in spring to reap in fall. Await wizened fruit to fill livened boughs. All for the Amber Lord.
But when you make a choice, there will be a fleeting red that reappears before you once more in that monochrome world. What you must do now is ponder its significance, and then return to the waking world.
Don't worry. Even if this is doomed to fade at dawn, I won't fear waking up from this dream. Go. Take back the right to Trailblaze. For them, and for me. That's where we will all find our answers.
Mr. Sunday, it's time for you to wake up from your dream. The future of Penacony won't belong to the Order, but will be determined by human will.
The divine power of Enna, actually. So be it. It wasn't my intention anyway. Let us discern in human form the final conclusion. Did the gods create this world? Do the gods love all beings? Oh, gods. You only need to hold your tongue here and silently hearken. All life shall grow as nature intended, and reach its end. This mortal world should rest in mortal hands.
will reshape for us all of reality! No gods will ever stand here again. This paradise shall be forged by the King of Humankind! The Order is ultimately flawed. By this decree, it shall be ended! The remembrance is fleeting and impermanent. By this decree, it shall be ended!
No way! Rosalina gave her life to protect the sweet dreams past. Watch this awesome move! Here!
The hunt brings only futile misery. By this decree, it shall be ended!
The student's bullets still protect the sweet dreams present!
This sanctuary is but a vision! How insolent! The nihility leaves no light unextinguished. By this decree, it shall be ended!
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
No interest in conflict.
It's the Trailblazer knows that attempts the impossible. By this decree, it shall be ended!
Even so, Mikhail still believed in tomorrow.
Let's begin.
With this perfect melody I command, recreate paradise anew! Is that you singing?
Now, it's time to become the new watchmaker.
Only by blazing a trail forward can we set time in motion and give it meaning.
Only after the sweet dream ends will tomorrow come. People will keep moving forward, discovering countless new wonders.
Tomorrow, people will know that the world will still welcome countless marvels worth fighting for.
Did they add a little advertisement for the song into this? Wow.
A stagnant sweet dream can't imprison our desires. May this journey lead us starward!
So, why does life slumber?
So there's no voice line for that one important scene.
The night is still too short.
Brother, the dream is over.
You know what? I've become desensitized to these end credits. This end credit stuff. Script supervisor Elio. Extras Constance. Yes. Yeah. At this point, I don't know if it's really the end or if we're just in a dream inside of a dream inside of a dream again.
Wake up. It's time for this dream to end. Destiny won't let me give you the answer, and the true ending is too sad. I'd rather you forget about it. Well then, I must come clean about my final lie. I never showed you anyone's memories, not even my own. All you've seen is a script I came across by chance. It recorded everything that had happened, and using its stimulation, you actually managed to enter the memories from your own perspective and remember everything anew. It means you're different, unique. You've done something no one has ever done before.
Extrapolate lost memories?
Even though your memories were cremated to ashes, you were able to recall them once more, treasuring them once again in your heart. The Stellaron Hunters say you are the one who can turn the wheels of time and give it meaning. That you are the one who can alter destiny and make whole what is incomplete. Come, I want to show you something.
Elio?
This is what I promised to give you. The truth about the finality. This cat is not Elio, but a strand of Terminus's divine corpus. The Stellaron Hunters described this scene to me. Something I've never seen myself. When Terminus ascends to godhood once more, they will manifest their 1,000-armed divine form and proclaim, "Now I am become finality, lifting the wheel of time, the destroyer of worlds." Then, Terminus turned into a pack of black cats, distributing every ounce of their divine power between those creatures. The cats shall depart from the end of the world, going against the river of time till the moment of the universe's birth. What you see is one of those cats. As for Elio, he is an even more special existence. Only the Stellaron Hunters know his true identity. It will tell you the truth regarding the ending you haven't yet remembered. But you must be prepared. What really happened is that Firefly didn't meet with anyone between the fall of the Great Septimus and when she left Penacony. Not even you. She knew how tragic her third death would be. So she only dared to watch you from afar and hid on her lonesome when she was about to fade away. But even sad memories are precious. If you can accept farewells with grace, then you'll gain the strength to create reunions. When you bid farewell to loved ones, you should cry while they can still hear you. That's the only way they'll know just how many people love them. You know, I often wonder if everything I'm doing right now is just a whimsical gift from destiny. That I haven't really decided anything, but merely being tossed around at its mercy. But right now, I don't care. Because my joy is real. My sorrow is real. And you will be the same. Remember, if you have regrets that must be mended, then shout with all your might from the depths of your heart. let it be passed to the end of time, and make Terminus, who was about to set off, hear your call. The fact that you can see this black cat means Terminus is in the process of passing by you. The power of only one black cat cannot change much, but your past is Terminus's future. If it remembers your voice and decides to change something in its own future, your past will change accordingly. Perhaps it is because the world is destined to shatter that an ordinary girl can obtain the bouquet she yearns for. Go forth and deliver that bouquet with your own hands, so that no one will be left with regrets. I hope we'll meet again. The only one who could ever please me. Father, destruction is not just a single glorious moment, and the same applies to destiny and memories. Only by enkindling the winter wilderness with flames that cross the sky can we make the indestructible manifest once more. This is the experience from cultivators who had remade the world, and the wondrous creations from those who painted the world. Sitting among the embers, they drew the morning star, knowing best that only in times of extreme hunger do the stars begin to turn. Why does life slumber? You will eventually find your own answer.
Then, let's go reclaim everything that was forgotten.
Creating a brand new path. That's truly astonishing. You must have some ideas as his sister, right? If he really managed to do it, what kind of path would that be?
I think it must have been a battle between different kinds of the Trailblaze. However, my brother came to the wrong conclusion. His original aspiration was similar to the Trailblaze, yet the road he walked was one named the Domination, or the Conquest. Even if someone wishes for everyone's happiness, that's still a selfish wish. There will always be those who don't want to be saved, who want to save themselves.
Do you also think that there shouldn't be any god in this world?
No. Even a god who does nothing can at least give people something to believe in and find comfort in. This world definitely no longer needs a king of humankind. That's why I believe my brother will come to understand all of this one day as well. He made mistakes, but he was stopped. I don't want him to spend the rest of his life in prison. I want him to also have a chance to save himself.
No wonder you came looking for me.
Yes. I want to make a deal with you. And after that, we'll talk about what position Penacony will hold before the IPC.
Burnt.
Yes. Just like with Mr. Aventurine back then. Nihility infected the dreamscape the moment you drew your blade. Thankfully, This is the world within the dreamscape. Constance took all the knot upon herself and burnt it away completely. Perhaps she won't be able to fully recover for a long time. I'm very sorry. Don't be. She's got other pressing matters right now. That's why she asked me to meet you. She really wants to thank you. She's betrayed too many people, facing death threats from Avengers at every moment. She used to delight in dancing with death. But at the moment she burned away the nihility, she said she was blooming. She said that, for the first time, she felt the joy of being alive. Come to think of it, people all believe that the Dahlia's floriography means betrayal. But on the planet where it was first discovered, the locals saw it as a symbol of life and prosperity.
So, you still don't want me to join?
That's Elio's decision.
He saw my future?
In all possible futures where you join the Stellaron Hunters, you will ultimately choose betrayal. You shall become a Lord Ravager named Ephemera, poised to destroy the Remembrance. Those were Elio's exact words, and your payment.
Payment?
After everything is over, we want you to burn some of his memories.
May I know why?
He can't head to the next stop with these memories. It would draw the Destruction's attention to him too early, and he'd die there.
I can do that. But I'll give the memories back to him sooner or later. In my own way. Whether you try to stop me or not.
No one will stop you. It is already written in the script. It will be a new beginning. The 4 apocalypses will converge towards the destruction because of it, while the cosmos will join hands to overcome that annihilation.
Hello and welcome to the stream. So after a combination of nearly 6 hours, 4 in the last stream, I think it was 4. Anyway, a long time, we have reached the end of the finality mission, hopefully.
You arrogant gambler. I've already seen through your tricks.
Oh, do tell me what you figured out.
When sailing through storms, drunkards always beg for mercy from destiny.
So?
So, they all died. Destiny loves to watch them crash onto the reefs. A fool deserves a fool's end.
I feel like I need to read between the lines here, Professor. But you know I'm not that well read.
You're not lucky at all. You chose to forever remain sober, never becoming a drunkard.
Let's make an actual bet then. It's the perfect day for a few drinks. Once I'm actually drunk, you'll see just how wrong you are. But I don't even care about the outcome. In this world, what could be more precious than possibilities?
But where's Firefly? I haven't seen her anywhere.
Hmm? How did you know I was here? I'm doing okay. Sorry. I wasn't trying to avoid you. But I have my own reasons. Can you just let me stay here by myself? Thank you. I'm sure we'll meet again. Actually, there are some things about you I feel I should tell you. But I don't want to get you in trouble. Sorry. How did you know about the promise? I never mentioned it. Maybe it's not just mysterious, but also gentle. I don't think I've mentioned it, but I wrote down everything I wanted to do in my journal before coming here. I'm staying here because I want to fulfill the last wish written in it. I've been quietly following you and watching you from afar for a while, but I still didn't want to disturb you. I hope your dreams begin with a smile and end with one too. To see the fireworks, of course. I heard there's this huge airship in Penacony where you can get an absolutely photo-worthy view of the fireworks.
So? Let's go watch the fireworks.
It really is the perfect spot. You've got great taste. Either way, thank you. Looks like it hasn't started yet. Let's sit for a while. I wonder whether everyone feels speechless at times like this. Maybe it's neither. There's a saying that I always liked. When it comes to someone we want to meet, we always imagine the scene before it happens. Imagine the words we'll say that would make them smile. Slowly but surely, all the things we want to say would have already been said before we even met the person. And when we finally meet again, we realize they're even more beautiful than anything we could have imagined. Yet, at that moment, we find ourselves at a loss for words to express just how amazing they really are. I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. Elio told me that it would lead to a terrible future. If I say even a few words more, you'll die at the next stop. All I can tell you is why our paths crossed again. Long ago, you promised me that if I could dream, then you would make it a beautiful daydream.
What matters isn't how they've changed, but that you still hold those same genuine feelings for them. I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, I still haven't experienced one of the 3 deaths written in the script. I only realized it after Anna's dream dissipated. I've made a mistake. Being sent to the Dream Flux Reef by death could hardly be called a death at all. That would have been way too easy. As for the true 3 deaths, the first one, I have known its true form for a long time. I can't dream. After I woke up, I would never dream again. In other words, the me that exists in this dream would completely cease to exist. The second time, I was killed by the swarm disaster. I activated my true power and came back from death. But that power would inevitably lead me to the 3rd death. My symptoms would accelerate uncontrollably until I die of entropy loss. The dreamscape had already started merging with reality when we arrived in Penacony. I thought I was dreaming, but I was actually also living in waking reality. It was causing my entropy loss syndrome to worsen. But don't worry, I asked Silverwolf about it, and she said things won't get that serious in real life. Let's not talk about this anymore. I just don't want to see you looking sad. This is our most beautiful daydream, and we should see it through with smiles on our faces. After all, we never know when we will use up all the moments we have with someone across all space and time. Hey, could you close your eyes? If this is my only chance to dream, then I want you to see the best version of me. As we near the end, let me indulge in a bit of perfectionism. Just like what I used to do. Let's close our eyes and imagine ourselves being together. Even if you can't see me, you'll still know that we've never been far apart. I won't. I promise to stay as long as I can. Let me think. Where should we start? Right. We should start where everything began, of course. Right at that golden hour. When you came to save me. That being said, we could also pretend we're strangers who just happened to meet there. Me, I'm a student traveling to the golden hour, and it'd be nice if I had a bit more pocket money. Oh, and when I show up there, I should dress up a little fancier. And you're a student too, but you came here from a really, really distant planet, completely unfamiliar with your surroundings. Then, a bunch of mean-looking thugs jumped out, trying to pick on you. When that happens, I'll step up to the plate. Yeah. Let me be the one to save you this time. No worries. That's exactly what I'm going to do. The result doesn't matter. And even the process isn't important. What matters is how we take part in this journey. And how we choose to view it. So, grant me one more wish. Remember how I held you and flew into the sky when we fought against Enna's dream? Back then, I wasn't sure if I would ever wake up again, but I was happy. We were standing shoulder to shoulder once again, fighting against things that we believed were wrong, and we'd do anything for each other. Still, I have a tiny, selfish wish. I know you won't forget this moment, but when you look back on it, I want it to feel lighter. Maybe there were no enemies at all. It was all just a prank. And when I carried you up into the heavens, what we saw there wasn't the terrifying swarm, but rather the fireworks that I never got to see.
Firefly?
Elio said we're destined to head to different finalities, that we can't have a future. That's why you told me that you'll give me a daydream more beautiful than any ending could ever be. I'm looking forward to it. But can we really not step over the ending together? I'm not scared of death, but please don't let me die alone. They say you're destined to bring about the finality, but I believe you'll be there. You definitely will. Only you can know it. And only you can decide. This cosmos certainly doesn't exist solely for you, nor does it flow only under your gaze, but it's forever waiting for you to save it.
Even so, I'll still be the last thing you forget.
Fireworks.
No. Well, she might still be able to see it. The result doesn't matter. And even the process isn't important. What matters is how we take part in this journey. And how we choose to view it. I'll do everything I promised you. Am I still one step too late? But Firefly can't see it anymore. No. It's not beyond saving. I can change the course of destiny and make up for what's missing. If the world has set an endpoint for our destiny, then at the very least, it owes Firefly the bouquet she wanted.
You see, everything is possible in this land of the dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Whether the outcome was sweet and dreamlike or bitter and real, it is still the answer we longed for. So, why do people choose to sleep? I think it's as you said. So when tomorrow comes, we'll wake from our dreams, smiling.
The dreamer is also the dream maker. The dream maker is also the dreamer. Only by offering up one's past can the most beautiful dreams be woven. People will not lose themselves within them, unwilling to awaken. In their beautiful dreams, they will regain the courage to face the future, and then walk toward tomorrow. And with that, we've made it to the end of the finality mission. Next up is actually starting the version 4.0 content, which we really have 14 days to complete. But first, over the next 24 hours, we have a question to answer. The Equilibrium mission. Are we finally going to ascend to Equilibrium level 5? Or will we spend another year meditating at Equilibrium level 4? Mind you, we're already at Trailblaze level 60, and we have stocked up a total of nearly 480,000 Trailblaze experience. So no matter what, the moment we finish Equilibrium level 5, it's gonna spike us all the way to Trailblaze level 70. I think. And then we'll be ready for the next Equilibrium mission. So either way, we're gonna be meditating at an Equilibrium. But I think after returning to this game last year, around January, speed running through 3 patches, 3 major versions worth of content. Let's see. No, 2 major versions worth of content, because I think it was a combination of Irillo 6 and the CN show, and then Penacony. So we just ran right through all of that and made it just in time for Amphorius. So yeah, we after burning through all that, we pretty much spent the entire year on Equilibrium level 4. And it's been a fun ride, but I think we're about ready for a new challenge. So what do you think? Should this be the moment where we upgrade to Equilibrium level 4? Leave a comment for everyone watching this live and those watching the playback. We're gonna start the new Trailblaze mission, and we'll see what everyone thinks within the next 24 hours. So next up, welcome to Arcadia. Phantasmoon, the Merciful Queen. And I did manage to luck out with the few pulls that I had this time around to get Yao Guang, the first Elation character. The only downside, well, not really a downside, but I did not have nearly enough gems to even try to go for her light cone. So we're just rocking the 3-star Lingering Tear, which is also a new light cone since I think the Path of Elation is a new addition. So, let's get started, finally. Everyone, you know the drill. Time to depart for our next stop. Me in the parlor car? Hold on. A guest has arrived. Come to the party car. Himiko's looking for you.
A guest? Huh. Wonder who it could be.
Wasn't the Dahlia a guest and she pretty much memory wiped everyone? I don't have good memories about guests right now.
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
Yeah, so if I do gain a few more gems, I might just ignore Sparksy. I didn't get Sparkle when she when they re-released her banner. but I feel like I should get Sparksy since she is an Elation character, and I only have one right now.
That's my proposal. There's no harm in giving it some thought.
I understand, but the Express's voyages are meant to extend the Silver Rail. That won't change.
But the cosmic situation will. The Legion's threat looms over the universe, and no one can avoid it. Isn't that why you started the trailblazing journey? To connect?
When it comes to the Express's course, I can't make any decisions on my own. Madam Jade, your olive branch should be extended to everyone.
Greetings, nameless ones. Deliverer of Emphorius. I'm here to celebrate our victory before the Express makes its warp jump, and lay the groundwork for a long-term partnership. On behalf of the Strategic Investment Department, and in the name of Diamond, I hereby invite all of you to Astropolis to discuss our alliance. Might as well think of it as a gift. A celebration feast for allies, and a well-deserved vacation. It's the crown jewel of Epsilon, headquarters of Interastral Peace Entertainment. It might not quite match Penacony in terms of glitz and glamour, but in the eyes of IPC folks, it's the ultimate vacation spot. Defeating Iron Tomb is, of course, a feat worthy of being recorded in the history books. It's something that belongs to the cosmos, and even more so to the Nameless. But you and I both know this is just the beginning. To eliminate the threat of the destruction, all forces must still unite as one. To this end, the Preservation hopes to join hands with the Erudition and the Hunt to establish an anti-destruction alliance, bringing together all forces that can be rallied to the cause.
I'm glad to see the Astral Express is on the list.
You're being too modest. You're heroes who defeated a Lord Ravager, and therefore the most brilliant emblem on this banner. I believe the Trailblaze would make a strong candidate for leadership.
I'm truly flattered.
Consider our vote as a show of sincerity from the 10 Stonehearts. So, may I have the honor of expecting your presence?
Every stop the Express makes is decided by all passengers together. Madam Jade, please, give us some time.
Of course. Then I shall wait with anticipation.
The IPC's invitation? We've got to think this through carefully. The conductor will respect every Nameless's choice. However, since setting sail again, Pom-Pom's seen many once neutral worlds become IPC territory. Better be careful with Jade's invitation.
Sunday, what does your gut tell you?
From what I know about Madam Jade, every favor she does is just groundwork to put things in her control. I assume there's more to it than that. According to her, the IPC sees the Trailblaze as something to rally behind.
What do you think? Your misgivings are valid. The Express has its own path to follow. It's not the right time to be getting involved in political games.
Getting to visit the Interastral Peace Entertainment headquarters and become the leaders of the Anti-Destruction Alliance? Come on! When has anything that good ever just fallen into someone's lap?
Jade is a shrewd businesswoman. Her idea of a leader might not align with what we have in mind. What do you think?
See? I told you he wouldn't agree either.
This responsibility is too heavy to bear. Even if it makes sense, we must proceed with caution. Besides, it goes against our identity as free people of the Express. Once we accept, the nature of the Trailblaze would completely change. Anyway, we should politely decline for now.
The discussion's over, so let's take a vote. I reserve my judgment on this.
I second that.
Me too.
I abstain.
After careful consideration, we regret to inform you that we cannot accept your proposal for the moment.
I don't suppose Mr. Sunday put in a good word for me, did he?
As you can see, the Astral Express has made its choice. But somehow, you don't seem surprised.
Change takes time. I understand. As Miss Himiko said, it's just for the moment. There's no need to give me an immediate answer. Patience is one of my strengths.
After leaving Amphorius, the Express will seek out a developed world to restock our supplies. When that time comes, our allies from the Strategic Investment Department are welcome to visit us aboard the Express.
In that case, I have another proposal. One that might be more familiar to Miss Himiko. I hear the moon of Plain Arcadia is full again. I bet Miss Himiko would love to go home and see it, wouldn't you?
So the moon is full once again. I wonder if all is well over there.
Stable and prosperous as usual. Plain Arcadia has long since become one of the IPC's most valuable planetary assets. Although I cannot visit there in person, if the Express passes through Plain Arcadia, my colleagues will surely give you a grand welcoming ceremony.
That's very thoughtful of you. We'll give it serious consideration.
Sorry for taking up so much of your time. I should get going now. Remember, the gates of Astropolis will always be open to the Astral Express. May the winds be favorable on your trailblazing expedition.
Plain Arcadia? It's been 15 years since I last heard that name.
It's clear she came prepared. Astropolis was probably just a cover. Jade's real objective was to let us know about the IPC's movements in my homeland.
Are you planning to go back and check it out?
Why don't we first explain things to these confused kids? The civilization of Plain Arcadia on Ahatopia is my homeland.
And it's also where the Astral Express once crashed and set off again.
You know, now that we're hearing more about this, I have a feeling that it may have been shot out of the sky by Aha. That's just my first guess.
Well, I've been away for so long. To be honest, I'm also not quite sure about this. Dan Heng, March 7th, and you've all grown so much during your time in Amphorius. Each of you has become a truly capable Nameless. So you must understand that Jade was right. The Trailblaze no longer means what it once did for the cosmos. Do we keep wandering through space? Or, as she suggested, do we become a core force against the destruction? We should give this question some serious thought before we depart. Going back to where the Trailblaze began again could be a way to reconnect with our original purpose. More importantly, our last stop was really exhausting, so we need to take a proper break. Aha-topia is an Arcadian world steeped in the elation, making it the perfect vacation spot. So, what do you think? That's my suggestion. Give it some thought. Oh, right. Black Swan wasn't part of our discussion earlier. Would you mind passing the message on to her?
I heard you have some ideas about the next stop. Sorry, but I'm afraid my journey with the Express has come to an end. The Memo Keepers have received summons from the Garden of Recollection, so I must return to report. But this journey through Amphorius has given me many unforgettable memories. Your trust, and my small act of rebellion against the Garden of Recollection. Covering up these traces won't be easy, so I need to leave quietly. Fortunately, a cremator has agreed to help me out, and she's waiting for me. Of course not. The time I've spent with all of you is a treasure I couldn't find anywhere else. When you miss me, gently call out to me in your thoughts. If needed, the lady slumbering within March 7th knows how to find me. If I need help from the Nameless, I will reach out to all of you. Please convey my apologies to everyone for not being able to say goodbye in person. Farewell, sleepyhead.
Plain Arcadia. Another land known as an Arcadia. Clearly, the fall of Iron Tomb has sent shockwaves across the universe. Even the usually scattered Memo Keepers have received a call to gather. Trust the lady. She's no stranger to dancing on a knife's edge, and she's always made it out in one piece.
Still thinking about the next stop? Is that so? If she chose to leave on her own, she must have good reasons for doing so. I hope the Garden of Recollection has no way of knowing what happened inside Amphorius.
I wonder what interesting sights await us in plain Arcadia. What? She just left like that? Without even saying goodbye? Aw, I was thinking of throwing her a proper farewell party. Black Swan went against the laws of the Garden of Recollection to help us. I wonder if the Memo Keepers will give her a hard time at this gathering. Yeah, Pathstriders of Remembrance are all really resourceful. I hope her path ahead is smooth.
Without Black Swan, the Express would have never made it to Emporius, let alone experience this unprecedented adventure.
Let the conductor sound a whistle for her, and wish her smooth sailing ahead.
So, what have you all decided?
I'm on board. Let's head to Plain Arcadia.
After such a tough battle, we all deserve a good rest.
I have no objections.
Since we're all in agreement, Conductor, prepare for the warp jump.
Attention passengers! The Express is about to make the jump. Please be seated and hold on.
Here we go. It's been a while since we had a good jump.
Destination, Plain Arcadia. Let's go!
All right. Ah, come on. We were so close. So close to a normal jump.
I dreamed it again. What a ridiculous dream. Even more over the top than what that guy promised. Looks like the Express has once again taken the wrong route. There's nothing we can do about it. In the River of Time, if cause and effect can be kept apart for long, they're bound to have a terrifying reunion. Am I right, Observer? Watching us from behind countless veils. I've been rambling on since the show just started. You must be totally lost, aren't you? Then just forget all that nonsense I was spouting.
Anyway, stop looking here. What you should be focusing on is them.
So we're not just stopping in low orbit this time, but making a direct landing?
According to the comms, the officials have prepared a dedicated platform for the Astral Express to dock.
A whole platform? Just for us? Is this some kind of VIP treatment for coming home? Oh, talk about rolling out the red carpet!
The Express has arrived at the station, connecting to local communications.
From what I see, the Astral Express is considered a legend across the cosmos. So, preparing a fitting gift would be more than appropriate.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Pearl, from the IPC Strategic Investment Department.
Now, in my capacity as the legal representative and CEO of this Arcadia, I welcome the Express Navigator, Miss Himiko, back home.
Hello, Miss Pearl. This is news to me. I wasn't aware that the Strategic Investment Department had taken over administration of Plain Arcadia.
As its governing official, I am still in the process of learning. If I can help this planet grow more prosperous, it would be a profound honor.
We would be even more honored to have a face-to-face conversation with you.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. While the Express is stationed here, the IPC will reasonably accommodate all your requests, including the one you just mentioned.
Pardon my choice of words, but I sincerely hope that you enjoy your time in Plain Arcadia so much you never want to leave.
In that case, I'd like to know about recent events in this world. I heard from Madame Jade that it's once again the time of the full moon.
Indeed. I believe it's also welcoming the Express.
After 15 years, now that the Phantasmoon of Elation is full again, the Phantasmoon Games will begin as scheduled. The more lively, the better. During these divine games, distinguished guests from across the cosmos will be stopping by.
This time, along with the Express, a delegate from the Xianzhou Alliance has also arrived. Don't be surprised if you happen to run into them.
A Xianzhou envoy?
That's right. A big shot from the Yuchui. Since you've just arrived, I won't keep you any longer. I've arranged for staff to wait for you at the platform. Feel free to ask them for anything you need. All of this is a token of appreciation from the Strategic Investment Department to our friends. We hope you'll enjoy yourselves to the fullest.
Madame Pearl's style is different from Aventurine's, but her methods are cut from the same cloth.
This could go on forever. They're really pulling out all the stops to form this anti-destruction alliance. Looks like we need to pay them a visit. Whether to understand the CEO's intentions, or to firmly reject their proposal. At least in my homeland, we have more room to maneuver. Welt, care to join me? As for everyone else, you're free to do as you please. My suggestion is, why not take a look around and get to know this world better?
In that case, Sunday and I will go gather some intel about the Xianzhou envoy.
Huh? Why you two?
I asked Don Hung to bring me along. I can't appear in public given my identity, but I have a feeling that the Express might need to make some tough decisions in these complicated circumstances. Understanding the Xianzhou Alliance's stance might help us on our journey.
Hey, you had the toughest time in Amphorius. Since we're splitting up, why not make your mission take a break with March? I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. I'm counting on you. Same goes for you, March.
Ah, now we'll look like two immature kids just loafing around. Wow, you grew up pretty fast then.
Don't worry, you two. Just make sure to come see me in the parlor car before you leave. I have a favor to ask of you both.
I've made contact with the Xianzhou delegation. Sunday, let's head out.
If there is any etiquette I need to follow when meeting Xianzhou people, please let me know in advance.
Marge, you're here.
So, what kind of mission do you have for us?
It's a long story, but what if I told you there was a game being played in a corner of the cosmos? And the winner might become an Eon. Would that pique your interest? You two saw that special moon in the sky, didn't you? That's a piece of artwork. Here, a ceremony called the Phantom Moon Games is held every full moon. And that's what I was talking about. The game where the winner becomes an Eon.
Pearl mentioned that name too. Just what kind of ceremony could be so mystical?
Historically, the origin of the Phantom Moon Games is tied to a group of mourning actors. Legend has it that they offered heartfelt stories to the moon, hoping for a chance to have an audience with an Eon. Not really. As far as I know, many factions have their own ways of gaining an audience with them. Like the IPC's tourist package, one-day glory tour of the Amber Lord. Pay 1.8 billion credits and you can get a close-up view of Klapoth from an orbital ship at Pier Point. But the Phantom Moon Games are different. They're one of the few well-documented ways where you can actually see an Eon and receive their response. Aha, the Elation. Legend has it that they personally started the Phantom Moon Games, though their motives remain a subject of much speculation. Aha is also one of the Eons closest to humans. They have left behind countless pranks, with this miracle of Aha-topia being one of them. According to historical records, when a supplicant rises above the rest, the elation will manifest, listen to the victor's wishes, and share their authority for 1 minute. Considering this Eon once injected all their power into a noblesse worm, it's not surprising they would do something like this.
What does it mean to become an Eon for a minute?
Among past winners, some sought ultimate power, some yearned to erase their past regrets, and someone even stored this planet within a scroll painting. But how their wishes were granted and what became of them, only rumors remain, and no one knows the truth. The first signs of the war among the Eons are beginning to show. I believe this is why the IPC has been positioning itself here for years. When I saw the Phantom Moon at its fullest, I became even more certain. This ceremony to commune with the Eon, whether genuine or not, could be the turning point that determines the destiny of the cosmos. With all eyes on these games,
the IPC won't be the only ones with ulterior motives. The road ahead will likely be fraught with hidden dangers. But what's important is that you make your own decisions, such as whether you'll take part in these grand games, and if so, how.
I have only one mission for you both. Explore and understand this world in your own way, as the place where the Trailblaze began anew, and my homeland. You might hear completely different versions of what I just said from others. Trust what you see with your own eyes, and believe in what you choose to believe.
That puzzles me too. The winner gets to share an Eon's authority. This can't be just a simple game, can it?
I see you already have your own thoughts on this. In that case, everyone's got a mission to take care of now. Welt and I are going to meet Pearl. We'll see what kind of surprise she has in store for us.
The Astral Express has arrived. Welcome.
Now this is what I call a grand welcome. Let's get off the train. Oh, right. After a few trailblazing expeditions, I've totally figured it out. The first person we meet at every stop is somehow involved in some earth-shattering secret. So when the door opens, keep your eyes peeled.
Originates at Perdido Station and is bound for the terminal station, Museum of
In the name of erudition, traverse the cosmos.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Again, deliverer from beyond the sky.
Ugh. I swear, if we never left Emporius.
I am not the Theoros you know, but the masked fool, Xandar II Kurabara. This time, I choose to walk the path of elation, and I shall defeat Noose with my sense of humor.
What? That's somehow both hilarious and infuriating.
After all, I did say before.
My latest dream is to join the Genius Society and play the role of a genius. Hey there, gray hair and darling March.
Sparkle? Ah, it was you all along?
Surprised? Well, this time, I'm here as Plain Arcadia's cultural advisor, specially appointed to be the tour director for the Express crew. What are you talking about? This is the world of Elation. Fools are everywhere. Don't even think about doing business here without us. I know we had some minor entanglements in Penacony, but you all had fun there, didn't you? Now, the Astral Express has become quite the hero. Her Excellency, the CEO, wanted to find someone who got along with you to show you around this place. So I took on that job.
What kind of misunderstanding does she have about the phrase got along?
Time's ticking away. Thankfully, there's no bomb here. So are you coming with me or what?
Fine. But from now on, no more pretending to be someone else.
Lame. Anyway, shall we get going?
Whoa!
Pretty please.
What now? What are we dealing with now?
Is this a train? Looking sharp.
Thanks for the compliment.
Ugh! The train just spoke.
Before us stands not just a train, but a strangeling.
The term strangeling is so outdated. Times have changed, dear guests. Please refer to the Fekine Protection Act. We prefer to be called Imaginary.
Ugh. So by the book. You really love those fancy scientific names from the IPC textbooks, huh? Fine. Have it your way. This here is a species unique to plain Arcadia. An Imaginary, or a being born from painting. Pretty sharp, aren't you? You caught on quick. Once upon a time, the artists here discovered that by sketching creatures from their imagination and giving them names, they could bring their creations into reality. This belief in things yet to exist is called wish power, and it sustains the existence of Imaginary. If you ask me, this power must be a blessing from the laughter. Oops, got sidetracked. This here is the Bullet Worm Express, an Imaginary in charge of transportation. You could say they're in the same line of work as you folks.
Oh, so you two must be the Nameless from the Astral Express. The passengers in my stomach are always gossiping about you. When you get a chance, hop aboard and give me a try. Let's see who's faster, me or the Astral Express.
Thanks. We'll definitely do that when we get the chance. But, man, who would have thought that the Express here is actually a living being? An Imaginary. That's absolutely mind-blowing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Duomension City.
Holy smokes, there are cops at the station? Sparkle, don't tell me you're about to get arrested on the spot.
Having heard about the Astral Express's visit, many citizens got up early just to catch a glimpse of the Nameless. If anyone acts out of line, please don't hesitate to call us.
Oh, gray hair and darling March. You're real celebrities now. Next up, I'm gonna show you even more mind-blowing stuff, so try not to faint.
So we got actual cops here.
Please? Can I get your autograph? But pretty please?
Alright, so that's what
They'll melt it down.
treasure chests look like.
Welcome aboard the Duomension line. This train originates at Perdido Station and is bound for the terminal station, Museum of Possible Pasts. The next stop is Wahaha.
Oh wow, we actually got escalators now.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform and keep an eye.
Holy cow, it's packed in here. What do we have here?
Don't worry, just some local specialties.
She's got this adorable little bunny vibe going on. Is she the inspiration for March Bunny? And that guy with the gray hair next to her is so dashing! He must be this baseball raccoon.
I better be getting royalties for this.
He doesn't look anything like a raccoon.
Drill this into your head, huh? It's
The galactic baseballer.
not some baseball raccoon.
And what's this March Bunny thing about?
He spoke to us! By the laughter! This is the most amazing moment of my life!
Wait, over here! Mr. Raccoon! Can I have your autograph, please? I would love it for please, over here!
Yeah, I think it's time to bow out.
Everyone, please maintain order.
The people here are way too passionate. I've never experienced anything like this before. So, this is what having rabid fans feels like? Feels intoxicating to be the center of attention, doesn't it? Just don't get too caught up in it. You might not find your way out. Excuse me, bosses! Stop getting caught up in fan interactions. Today's schedule is really packed. Hey, you up there, Mr. Noodle-looking cat! Could you tell me how to get these two out of here?
Excuse me, that's quite hurtful. I am Station Master Meowton, responsible for overseeing Perdido Station.
Whoa, cats really are liquid. Wait a sec, this kitty is the station master? This world is so weird.
The station's completely surrounded. If any of our esteemed guests get so much as a scratch or loses a few strands of hair to these rabid fans today, my measly pension will go right down the drain. So I've prepared the staff passage for our Astral Express VIPs. Please hurry and exit the station that way. Duo Mention Line. Please, this train originates at Perdido Station and is bound for the terminal station, Museum of Possible Past. The next stop is Wahaha Grand Theater. The train will depart shortly. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform and keep an eye on your personal belongings. Thank you. Keep your distance.
In interplanar jump, you can transform into different forms of Trailblazemon and experience all kinds of fun content. Of course, there are also various rewards in interplanar jump just waiting to be claimed. Interact with the dimensional wall to enter the interdimensional jump. You can leave the interdimensional jump via the dimensional wall or by using your phone.
Staff passage? To be precise, it's the Imagine Staff Passage. A long time ago, all of this Arcadia was sealed inside a scroll painting.
And people survived that?
For people inside the painting, they just entered another dimension. It was completely safe.
Uh-huh.
That's because someone brought everything back to reality. Care to guess why the IPC is here? This nation that was once lost in a painting was salvaged by the IPC.
Yeah. That's what happens when someone just becomes an Eon for a minute.
That's right. It's Plain Arcadia's must-see attraction. The portal entrance known as the Interplanar Jump. Those civilization has moved beyond the canvas, the world within the painting wasn't abandoned. Instead, it became part of life for both humans and strangelings. Come on, you two. Follow my lead, and let's dive into the... Interplanar!
How did I turn into Pom-Pom?
Oh.
In Interplanar Jump, tap the jump button to jump. While airborne, tap the jump button again to perform multiple jumps. Jumping consumes jump energy, which can be recovered in various ways, but typically all jump energy is restored once you land safely.
Wait, on closer inspection, you don't look exactly like Pom-Pom.
Maybe there's...
Now this is interesting.
Wow! I can jump so high!
Listen, the music changed.
Well, that just happened. Ah! That hurt.
I thought I was about to go to heaven.
That had to hurt. Every trip involves falling from high places. Yeah. It was basic. I think it was a crash landing on Eurillo 6. It was okay with the CN show. Penacony, we got driven into a crater. Amphorius, we got shot out of the sky. And here, in Planet Arcadia, we just popped out of what could be considered a interplanar manhole cover and just fell from the sky.
That's right. This is Plain Arcadia, a world where strangelings roam freely, and a paradise woven from elation and wild imagination.
perched on the tower is staring right at us. It's giving me the creeps.
Oh, it doesn't usually eat people. Unless it spots pink hair.
Ah, what's the matter with you? Jumping around and scaring people.
That big fella is called a thunder coil. Don't worry, to him, we're just tiny ants on the ground. Not even enough to get stuck between his teeth.
Thunder coil? With a name like that, shouldn't he be flying around making thunder and rain? Why is he just wrapped around that pillar without moving an inch?
Times have changed. The IPC issued a decree requiring Imagine to integrate into civilized society. Legally, they have the same rights as humans, which means they have to work too.
What? Strangelings have to work too?
That's life under IPC management. Who'd dare deny an Imagine their right to work? Now, the Thunder Coil amplifies TV tower signals, ensuring users worldwide can watch the station's broadcasts without interruption. Boring live streams, lame prank shows, and bleh. Oh, and there's the big news about the Express arriving!
Look! What's up with that billboard? If it were me up there, I wouldn't be saying such negative stuff.
Huh. The IPC is really pulling out all the stops to hype you guys up. Don't mind me saying this, but for every penny the IPC spends on you, they expect a return in the hundreds or thousands. You'd better watch your back.
That's one of those giant robots Mr. Yang loves. What is that? A decapitated Intellitron?
This is a new life form that was born after the last Phantom Moon Games. An Imagine called a Mechatron, created by the IPC. Technically speaking, it was drawn by IPC machines. Even though in plain Arcadia, the creation of Imagine has always been the artist's responsibility. For the IPC, well, they always want to improve everything with their industrial mindset.
This thing is also an Imagine? Doesn't look that different from a mech to me.
Young lady, I must correct your cognitive bias. We are absolutely not the same as mechs.
The Mechatron spoke!
Our creation isn't as complicated as mechs, and we're not as fragile as Intellitrons when we're born. That's because we don't need to install an Intellitron's logic center, nor do we require a mech's power reactor. Pour materials into the mold channels, die-cast the parts, assemble them together. And just like that, we Mechatron are complete. We can fly, run, and jump, second to none among technological marvels.
I get it. So you move with wish power, I suppose.
Oh, seems someone knows their stuff.
Yeah, that was 15 years ago. Wish power reaches its peak during the full moon. And so Imagine take this chance to multiply and thrive. Just like they say in documentaries, when spring arrives and nature awakens, it's mating season for the strangelings again. The novelty's probably worn off by now. Let's keep moving.
I'd love to get one of these as a souvenir for Mr. Yang.
Listen, kid. According to the Fakite Protection Act, buying and selling imagery is strictly forbidden.
Whoa, sorry. Let's get out of here.
The Phantom Moon rises full.
Director Sparkle? What's with this huge line of people? Looks like a new release of a comic. Fluffy across the blue? What's this? I'd love to get a copy and check it out. I don't think you guys would enjoy this comic. Are you some kind of critter? Why do you keep diving into every pipe you see?
There are some minigame challenges, mini challenge games in Interplanar Jump. Complete them to earn rewards. Doing good. All right.
Is that a dessert shop run by cats?
Go melt it down.
Dreamless Coffee is a chain store owned by Cat Imagine. The coffee and desserts here are absolutely delicious. Stop talking. I'll buy you a coffee if you just shush it.
Let me have a taste.
Are you two travelers from outer space? Welcome to Plain Arcadia. How's the situation in the cosmos these days? Oh my! If it isn't the heroes of the Astral Express! What an honor to meet you both! As Nameless, you must go on life and death adventures all the time, right? Would you like to keep smiling happily forever? No matter what adversity comes your way.
Happy forever? Is that even possible?
A masked fool? Ha! Of course not! The fools only seek their own happiness, while we want to make everyone happy.
That sounds like a cult.
Make everyone happy? That's the funniest joke I've ever heard. The only person with this sense of humor is probably that big shot from Panaconi.
If you're interested in learning more, I'll be around here. Feel free to come find me anytime. Research Society of Happy Smiles. As everyone knows, this place is blessed by the laughter, making it a peaceful paradise. However, even while living a peaceful life, our existence remains entangled in countless worries and suffering.
Okay, the Research Society of Happy Smiles. Even that sounds like a cult. And also, is that ban on the right knocked out? You know, one issue at a time. One issue at a time.
Crushing workloads, measly pay, demanding bosses. Turn on the TV, and all the bad news from across the cosmos hits you in the face. These are all enemies of happiness. Just like how the Astral Express defeated the Lord Ravager, we, the founders of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, have received divine revelation from the laughter and vow to help the residents of Plain Arcadia defeat these enemies of happiness and bring joy to everyone.
Every fool in the tavern says stuff like this when they get drunk. Listen, the laughter is talking to me.
Hey, you two, interested in joining us? It would be such an honor for all our members if you could become part of our society.
Again, cult.
Oh, gray hair March. Don't tell me you two are buying into her nonsense.
This lady seems a bit off her rocker. Let's get out of here quick.
Oh, is that so? That's a shame. But don't worry. Opportunities for happiness will always be waiting for you. I hope we can have another heart-to-heart someday, so that you both can be guided to a life filled with eternal happy smiles.
You extra strong Pure Point coffee. Have a taste.
You know, I would love to go through just a single arc, just one, that doesn't have anything like cultists, an assassin Splinter Cell, sleeper agents. Yeah, just those big three. Let's just focus on an adventure without those big three.
Oh, there's something on the traffic light. Should we check it out from the overpass? Oh, look! There's a comic book store!
Read the latest chapter?
At first glance, this place is so big you could get lost in there. Then you look at the map.
I'll teach you how to act cute.
Victory is mine.
I'll teach you how to act cute. Here, follow me.
I will save you, Simon!
I'm starting to get the hang of this. All right. Excellent. And we ended up right where we needed to be.
I've been wondering about this since we were at the station. These colorful little dumplings seem to be all over the streets here.
Ah, you must be tourists? Don't panic. Those are just little things we call wispe. The tiny wishes that humans make every moment of the day can condense into wispe. Some say these little creatures are proto-imaginae. They just never had anyone to give them forms, so they appear in the world in the simplest, most natural state.
They do look pretty adorable. Like little wiggly blobs of jelly. Probably shouldn't ask this, but can we eat them?
They may be mischievous, but please don't hurt them.
Ugh. Eating random things off the street will give you an upset stomach.
You know what? Not the weirdest thing March has asked.
When the express passed through the skies, I saw it. That's the Phantom Moon, right?
Legend has it the Laughter themselves painted it. But who knows what's true and what's not?
So, does Aha really watch over those who attend the Phantom Moon games? Through this moon?
Well, well. Didn't expect darling March and little gray hair to be interested in this Eonic game, too. I knew it! The Laughter once traveled with your Akivili, and now the Nameless are drawn to their game in this Arcadia. Must be fate. So, what aspect of the Phantom Moon games would you like to know about?
Wait, Aha once traveled with Akivili? That's the first I'm hearing of it.
You must have heard the legend of the 8 morning actors who offered their stories to the moon in order to try to move Aha. The masks that were worn by these 8 people are the tickets to joining the games. Under the full Phantom Moon, choose one of the masks and become a supplicant. Then you can compete with the other 7 for the chance to meet the Eon.
Looks like we'll need to get a mask first if we want to join the games.
In modern terms, it's all about getting views and clicks.
Views and clicks? Are you kidding me? They didn't have that kind of stuff in, mythological times.
That's how the legend goes. The morning actors offered up their stories, but the Laughter didn't even spare them a glance. And so, to catch the Eon's eye, the Phantom Moon games ended up leaving behind incredible feats each time. From forging swords that could cleave mountains in half, to transforming snowy peaks into floating jellies of sugary frost. It's still the same today. The supplicants must give it their all to capture the attention of the people of this Arcadia and accumulate wish power. And the Laughter will only reward the most thrilling miracles. Oh? Don't tell me our little drama in Penacony wasn't entertaining enough for you. Grey hair, let's drop it this time. I've been dealing with some minor issues lately.
Oh, what kind of issues could possibly be bothering you? Don't tell me you're cooking up another crazy scheme.
I'll keep you in suspense for now. So, where do you want to hang out next? Let's head this way. We can turn into the food street. They've got all sorts of goodies there.
Click, click. Huh?
Yeah, you chose the wrong. Yep.
Gotcha!
You got played.
I felt like someone was sneakily following us around for a while now. Looks like it wasn't my imagination.
What's this little thing's deal, huh? It's kinda dressed like you, isn't it?
Not surprising at all. The Astral Express is quite the celebrity these days, turning heads wherever they go. There's always someone keeping a close eye on your every move.
Click, 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 click.
Holy for Bowly! For Bobo Weekly exclusive scoop! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express caught in secret rendezvous with streamer Sparksy, seemingly to join forces for the Phantus Moon Games.
Famous raccoon? Secret rendezvous with Sparksy? What is he talking about?
Some tabloid journalists trying to stir up a juicy scandal, huh? They might both use cameras. But our darling March is way cuter than this paparazzi creep.
Hey, I can speak for myself.
Click, 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 click! Breaking news from Furbobo! Famous raccoon from the Astral Express openly claims Furbos can't be journalists, suspected of human supremacist ideology.
Hey, don't write nonsense in your report. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and catch that thing.
Can't catch me! Boom, 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 boom! I'm out of here!
So, are we gonna kill the Furbo to silence it?
We would never do something so violent.
Eh.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
I mean, I'm not against hunting it.
Smoke bomb? You sneaky Furbo!
Whoa. That is fascinating. Yep, focus.
That little fella can...
What just happened? The Furbo journalists from Furbo Weekly lurk around all over the place, secretly tailing the president. If we want these guys to use their skills for good, we need to take the initiative. These mischievous Furbo journalists can shapeshift and mimic all sorts of objects, but their name cards will give them away. Keep an eye out for any flaws and expose their self-proclaimed flawless disguises. Keep an eye on the marked domain on the map. Mimicking furbos are hiding somewhere in this domain. Attack barren objects to expose the mimicking furbo journalists to reveal their true form.
Transform into different things. Let's look around.
Alright.
Watch this magic trick.
Welcome. Come on in and take a look at our menu.
It's your turn to treat us today, no?
Congratulations, your camera is now forfeit.
My butt! Holy vermoly! Finally, gotcha! Eat your dreams! Boom, 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 boom! Out of here!
Don't think this hunt is over.
Finally cornered this troublemaker. Delete those sneaky photos, and don't you dare write any of your made-up stories, or I'm gonna show you what's what.
No escape now. I, for Bullitzer, may just be a humble tabloid journalist, but I'll never bow down to evil forces when it comes to defending freedom of the press.
I'm on fire! Whoa, why did this guy suddenly get into a combat stance?
Peace was never an option.
Guide with a rainbow bridge. So make it wait.
Thank you.
Together, stars.
And I'll give you
Shine
what
for the
you
heroes,
need.
please, as you wish.
Mavis, dispel the glue.
I'm not gonna show you any mercy.
Thank you. And I'll give you what you need. To the soul.
What do you mean snapped a photo of an AXA?
Please, don't hurt this poor working furball.
Aren't you acting all tough just now? You've got some nerve, sneaking photos of Miss Sparkle and the Astral Express.
I mistook you for someone else. I thought you were that famous streamer. As for the Express's Great Raccoon, we're all huge fans of the Great Raccoon. You see, I've even styled my whole outfit after your look.
Now, let's talk about compensation. Adding up emotional distress, lost wages, nutrition fees, and whatnot. 1 million credits per person should do it.
$1 million? President Nihilux has already been behind on behind on everyone's wages for months. If it weren't for the money, you'd risk your neck being a tabloid journalist, sneaking photos of the bigwigs on the Astral Express. Right now, I've got no money, and well, no life left to lose either. Oh, this camera is my trusty companion, carrying my journalistic dreams. Please, I'm begging you, don't take it away. Since I offended the Great Raccoon of the Express, I suppose we could settle this with some compensation.
Huh? Didn't you just say you had no money? What's with the sudden change of heart? This seems fishy.
My pockets are truly empty. However, regarding compensation, I implore the Great Raccoon to visit our Furbobo Weekly magazine office. Here's my business card right here. It has the magazine's address and contact details. Rest assured, President Nihilux will definitely present compensation that'll satisfy the Great Raccoon. Please, please make sure to come claim your compensation. What's a job?
it got away again. Make sure to come claim your compensation? I wonder if I can trust that Furbo's words.
Money can't buy entertainment this good. Since that scheming little Furbo's extended an invitation, might as well go check it out. Right now in plain Arcadia, there are eyes following you everywhere, just like that Furbo.
So, Sparkle, what's your angle in keeping tabs on us?
My darling March, you still doubt me. What about you, gray hair? You got that right. Why would I ever hurt my favorite source of joy? What you should be worried about right now isn't me or that tabloid journalist from earlier. Has the renowned Astral Express come to plain Arcadia as tourists on vacation? Or are you here for the Eon's game, eager to share their authority? For the local residents, you're already in the spotlight without doing anything. If you decide to join this game, you'd better stay on your toes. There are quite a few people looking to join the Phantasmoon Games and become a supplicant. In their eyes, the Astral Express is the perfect prey. Among the folks I know, there's one who might become your enemy. She's about to put on quite a show at the plaza up ahead. Wanna go check it out together?
Alright, we're gonna stop right here for today. I know we just finished chasing down paparazzi, but it's getting pretty late, and we'll stop right here at 3 hours because who knows, it's gonna probably drag on for another 7 hours.
The same essence.
Thank you so much to everyone who came to watch this stream today and those who come to watch the playback later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of the next Honkai Star Rail stream, at which time I will be heading for Equilibrium level 5, for real this time. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.